Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Comicgeddon.
Finally.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think the last episode was the 1 year anniversary party.
Yeah.
We're not at the shop right now. We're actually at my house, outside.
It's a special driveway edition.
So John, you had some pretty bad news you had to share with everyone this past week. You had to make a really rough decision. What made you decide to close it down?
Well, the store's closing, in case you haven't heard. Basically, the summer hasn't been really good for customers.
Plus, since
Dollar General
Yeah.
left it next door, foot traffic hasn't been there. So the store's too much behind on rent. It's about to be behind on the power bill here.
and you were having issues with the distributor.
Well, of course,
and
the big issue is because of the distributor, Diamond, which I'm not going to get into. I mean, long story short, I ordered books. I didn't get everything. They owe me money. Lost customers because of it. So. But the store's not done.
No, he's still going to be selling comics online.
And I'm going to try a new location somewhere.
I think your best bet would be to try South Shores or Route 48 over there by.
If they have a good location and it's cheap enough, yeah.
Because they've got that tattoo studio over there, plus Lockhart's Barber Shop, or Barber College, plus Casey's right across the street, so, and Dollar General.
Yeah.
All.
Providing they don't move. But yeah, it really depends on how much the rent's going to be over there. And
I'd imagine rent is pretty reasonable over there since
my rent's not bad.
That area is really starting to build up.
My rent is $7.25 a month. It's not that bad, but it's the fact that people weren't coming in because I wasn't getting new issues. Of course, this month I started getting new issues in.
So today we got some news. For some reason my power button isn't working on my Kindle. I gotta unplug it and plug it back in for it to start up. Billy Hader from Saturday Night Live has been cast as the voice of Alpha 5 in the new Power Rangers movie. So,
Slow down, it's the Green Ranger.
How do you feel about that?
As long as we get the in a high-pitched voice, I'm okay with it. Bill Hader, though, he's a very dry comedian. I like his work. He's funny. And if you've seen Trainwreck,
No.
that movie with Amy Schumer,
No.
he's pretty funny in that. I mean, and Saturday Night Live, he's very funny. I don't see him as a very energetic character, and Alpha 5 was definitely an energetic character.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not against it, but that's not necessarily for it either. I just, this whole cast has been kind of off for me, but not necessarily a bad thing, because we've never heard of any of these Power Rangers before.
No.
So, and we just saw the Zords not too long ago. Partial of the Zords,
yeah.
which looked amazing.
Yeah. They did not look traditional at all.
Well, no, there was a hint of originality, the originals there, but in a more of an updated look. I personally can't wait to see what they fully look.
Yeah. Plus new character posters for the Rangers too. I guess the triangle and the uniform chests are supposed to be like an energy source or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
which I think kind of harkens back to the original design for the Rangers, where they were going to have dinosaur emblems on their chest, which is why the original toy line had dinosaurs on their chest, the emblem, to match their coin.
Yeah. Let's see. Did much happen in wrestling this week? I haven't watched.
You know, honestly, I know AJ Styles is the champion. I know he's got a match against Kevin Owens for the title.
Man, they pushed AJ Styles
No, I'm
pretty
sorry, not
quickly,
Kevin
didn't
Owens.
they?
That is totally different. But this whole Raw SmackDown thing has gotten me all screwed up. Whoop. Winston down. We'll go over why these guys are out here in a minute. I have the only ones I've been keeping really track with is Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, because those guys are the best wrestlers that they've got right now.
See, I've kind of gotten out of.
I kind of skipped it to watch Gotham.
I've kind of gotten out of wrestling.
Wrestling.
I was a big fan of WWE way back in the day.
Well,
and then
I'll tell you right now. Now
all
is
through
a good
the
time.
Attitude Era.
Now is a good time to get back in, because they're starting to give the underdogs some time. They're starting to give them a chance, and they're really starting to get some good wrestlers in. They got AJ Styles, they got Kevin Owens. They've got guys like Neville. They've got. They're trying to get. I think they're trying to push the Miz again, providing they continue to do it right. That's great. I like the Miz. The Miz is a good wrestler. Guys like Dolph Ziggler. You know, and
Dolph Ziggler is good. Is it a rule though that anyone named Dolph has to be blonde?
Maybe.
We had a few season premieres this week. We had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Tuesday.
We had
and
Gotham
Monday.
And Lucifer.
Which I, again, don't watch. And I'm going to be binge watching season 1 of Supergirl this week. Cause
you really need to watch Lucifer.
That comes out, what, not this Monday, but the following Supergirl. Because we got Supergirl Monday, Tuesday, we've got Arrow, then we got Flash Wednesday, Thursday's Legends of Tomorrow, and then Friday should be Constantine, but the fuckers at CW won't pick up because they don't want to be a comic book network. But yet they picked up Supergirl and started the Legends of Tomorrow show.
Yeah, plus CW Seed has Vixen and...
What?
CW Seed, their internet...
that's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've got Vixen.
Which you can watch Constantine on. It's on there.
Let's see. They've also got. They've got a few of them. But
no new episodes of Constantine.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on over your left shoulder there, John.
The lawnmower.
What's going on with our team there?
You mean our National League Division champions? I'm sorry. What did I say that was? You mean our National League Division champions? I kind of trolled the Cardinals site earlier because they're high. By the way, the Cardinals are hiring, so I'm going to comment that you know what? I think I'd be great for marketing. I think I have a talent. Here's my idea. First off, we change the color from red to yellow. Hear me out. Red to yellow. And we really explore this. We really go beyond it. And a tagline for this: going yellow. Because the Cubs scare us something foul. I think that's perfect.
I haven't really watched any Cubs games this year.
I've watched
because I feel like I jinxed them every time.
Every time you watch, they lose.
They lose, yeah.
Well,
so
thank you for not watching.
I've been keeping track of them online.
I don't think they had them.
I haven't been watching. Now, if you know the.
Ball bug. I'm looking to see if there was actual game, and I don't really recall. You can continue.
Since they're going on to going into overtime on the season, I will be catching the last few games to
yes.
Because
there was yesterday's 9-2 against the Reds. Then tomorrow tomorrow we're playing the Cards at 1:20 p.m.
You know, that last game of the World Series, I don't care who you are, who you're a fan of, what team you're a fan of, everybody is going to be rooting for the Cubs. Last game of the series.
Yeah. My girlfriend, who's a Cardinal fan, has been rooting for the Cubs this season. So they deserve it. It's about time.
107 years, right?
Yeah, and they're almost at 100 wins.
Nice.
They're almost at 100 wins. So let's go Cubbies. And of course, what did yesterday mark? Yesterday marked the anniversary of Harry Carey's final
broadcast.
broadcast of the Chicago Cubs in 1991, I believe it was.
I can't remember.
I could look it up, but I choose not to. I'll look it up.
No, can't get any Wi-Fi signal on here.
Anyway, but yesterday marked the anniversary of Harry Carey's final broadcast, which was not planned to be his final broadcast. It ended up being his final because in the season hiatus there, he passed away. Yeah. Little Cubs history trivia there.
For those of you who don't know, John and I are both diehard Cubs fans.
In case you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Here's a little trivia, Shannon. I actually got to sit in the seat that Matthew Broderick as Ferris Bueller sat in at the Cubs game in the movie.
Really?
Yes.
How'd you?
Dumb luck.
Really?
We went and we were about over 20 years ago now. We were seat hopping. We paid for standing room only, and we were seat hopping. And we sat down in this row, the section that there wasn't really anybody in at one point. And I got curious to see where I was sitting, and I looked, and it's actually, if you look, well, I don't know if it is. I think they changed seats now, but it's marked, I think.
Huh.
So yeah.
Cool.
You used to have a ticket stub.
So yeah, like we've said before, this may be called Comicgeddon, but it's for all geek culture. Yeah. Comic books, movies, TV shows,
games, board games, everything.
Sometimes sports entertainment. With a team like we have on the Chicago Cubs this year, it's hard not to talk about it.
Yeah.
We have the Rookie of the Year this year, don't we?
So.
Yeah.
I think we had Manager of the Year last year, and maybe this year. So we're doing pretty good.
Yeah. God help whoever our opponents are next season, because if we win the World Series this year, we're going to be unstoppable next year.
Oh yeah. And
that we came close last year, and we pretty much became unstoppable this year. So
we almost did it last year.
Yeah.
It was a warm up.
Yeah.
Last year was a warm up.
Yeah.
It was testing the waters.
Yeah.
And I think we got the team.
See if people are ready to have a Cubs World Series champion.
So, and let's not forget what happened last year with the Mets, though. The reason why we lost wasn't so much that we were playing bad against them, is they fucking cheated. They were basically they figured out the signals and all that, and the players and who the players were going to be. Which is kind of an unwritten rule in baseball. You don't do that shit.
Yeah.
It's not officially cheating, but they fucking cheated.
Yeah.
They even admitted it.
So.
But they got their asses whooped. So.